So sit back, grab a drink, and enjoy your flight. This is the Layover Podcast.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine.
And we are officially live.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Layover.
Hello.
Live from
Peace Love Vans here in, where are we? Dade City.
Dade
It's all
City,
a
not
blur.
Dade County. I don't want to get no confusion with
Very,
that.
very different. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Why
you
don't
so
you
much for
tell
having
everybody
me.
who the heck you are?
Well, my name is Isaac, and I'm the author and owner of Where Are We Going, a YouTube channel that I started in 2021. But I'm actually a flight attendant. I fly for a major airline.
Fellow aviation nerd.
And
Yes.
last night we were sharing battle stories. We like to call them.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
they're crazy. Like there's a lot of stories around it.
We can spend days and days. So from there, I mean, you're used to traveling,
Yes.
right? So in
For
the air,
years.
on the ground, all over the world, you've done it all. What brought you to travel? I guess how'd you get
In
into
a van.
aviation?
In a
And then
van?
how'd you transition to a van?
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, well, aviation. I was a aviation maniac since
Yeah.
I was a kid, and
Okay.
that came to me from my dad. Stayed with me throughout all my youth, and I always wanted to be in shit.
Yeah.
Whether if I wanted to be a pilot, then I wanted to be a flight attendant, then I wanted to own an airline.
Oh, wow. Big
I have
dreams.
big
I
dreams.
love
Yeah,
it.
big dreams. And I ended up becoming a flight attendant. That was the quickest way that I
Sure.
could find in.
Yeah, into the
And
world.
and I've been doing this for 15 plus years.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm still junior to many,
Right.
but
Still junior to many after 15 years.
yeah, we have flight attendants who've been in the business for 52 years.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
55 years, yeah.
Wow.
And they're kicking it. Like,
Yeah.
they're good.
I mean, I told you last night, mad respect for flight attendants
Thank
because
you.
you guys keep us safe, and thank God, because my anxiety is getting worse and worse as I travel. So
It's bad.
It's I like grabbing his shoulder, like, dear God,
I
save
now,
us all.
I now like just sit 2 rows in front or 2 rows in the back.
Yeah, get out of here. You're not in front of me.
I'll give her the drinks.
Thank you. So tell us how you got started. Where did RV going, and where did all of that begin?
Well, I'm the wagon like
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the community pretty much during the COVID
Yeah,
mania,
sure.
like that time. And I wasn't flying, and I was trapped like everybody else in the house. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you can't take away travel from somebody who's
course.
doing it for a living,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Once it's in you, you want that freedom, you want that liberty, you want to be out, you want to explore,
Spontaneous.
and then suddenly, like, we're inside, trapped, locked, and I'm like, YouTube,
Yeah.
watching videos, and I'm seeing all these people, like, living the van life, and they're exploring, and it's COVID, but they're outside
Yeah.
because
Right.
that's their homes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I want to do that.
Sign
Like,
me up.
Yeah, exactly. So I got myself a super simple 01, a GMC 1500 van.
Love it.
I did a conversion in 2 days with a friend of mine.
Wow,
for
2 days?
2 days, completely. Like all it took, like, to get rid of the seats, put some hardwood floor.
Yeah.
Very basic. We just built a bed frame, a kitchen, and hit the road.
But still, 2 days. That's
2
impressive.
days. I
Did
kid you not.
sleep?
We got in on a Monday. Wednesday it was done.
Wow.
And yeah, it was like that urgent. I was like, I need to be on the road, and I didn't know anything about van life.
So brand new.
Brand new. I just jumped into it
Yeah.
blindly, watching YouTube videos, whatever they're saying that they own. I was going and buying it
Yeah.
like crazy, and I had like a full-on van in a week.
Wow.
And I was already vacationing here, vacationing there. I was
Amazing.
loving
you were
it.
in heaven.
Loving
you got
it.
to travel again.
Yeah, I was doing it full time.
So at what point were you like, I'm going to make a YouTube channel out of this?
Well, that's what exactly I thought. Like, if I watched all these videos
Mm-hmm.
and inspired myself to do this, I thought I could inspire others. So I started to film and share my story, how I did it. Because everybody was like, oh my God, it's so difficult. Everybody was like saying, oh, it's a 2 months build, half a year build.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I've done it in 2 days.
Just
If
shocking.
you want to do it, you can do it. Just don't wait, just do it.
Yep.
Go crazy about it. That's what I wanted to share with anybody out there who was looking for inspiration.
Right.
So that's what I did. I started the channel just because of that. And then time passed. I started to fly again. COVID
Yeah.
lifted its restrictions. And I found myself flying again. And I was based in JFK in New York. I live in Philadelphia. So I needed to have a place to stay in between
Right.
my trips. And I had to
Right.
drive up to New York all the time. So that van that I had, now comes the winter, didn't cut it because it wasn't equipped to
the harsh,
the harsh
snow
winter
and,
conditions. It
I
didn't
see.
have the insulation. It didn't have the heater. It didn't have a bathroom.
Or
It
the
didn't have
tires,
anything.
yeah.
So I upgraded myself to an actual B plus, a 2015 Itasca Viva, and that became my crash pad. I would drive it up to JFK Airport, park it in the employee parking lot, and that was my home, my private hotel room, if you may, in between my trips. I even had my friends who I flew with sometimes to come and crash.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, and that was great. And that
Did
opened...
the airport? No.
They didn't care.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I was being there,
no,
but
for sure.
it's our employee parking lot,
Absolutely.
so that's my everyday vehicle. How can you stop me from coming in, right? And then that opened the eyes, a lot of eyes of other pilots and other flight attendants. And every time I would come back from a trip, I would find a note on my windshield saying, "Oh my God, I watch your videos. Can you help me build one? Or
That's
can you help me to
amazing.
find just similar to yours? Like, I want to do this. This is an amazing idea."
Right.
And then from my channel, I started to get requests from other states, other cities, other airlines, other mothers and parents from different flight attendants that just started.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was like a community building itself up slowly.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in the parking lot as time progressed, seeing other rigs. And we all started to park next to each other. So it was a little corner in the back,
It's a
like a
community.
camping ground,
And
but
it's
it
almost
was
like
great.
people are like taking care of each other too. Like, hey, this was on your rig, this was et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. It was really, really nice. Like, if I would see something suspicious going on somebody else's rig, I would just get out and kind of hang out and deter,
It's a family.
Yeah, it is. It's an amazing community.
So from there, the employee parking lot.
Correct.
Have you taken the rig out and you're going around the country?
Oh yeah, totally. Like my very first trip, it was December, actually Christmas, the day before Christmas. As soon as I got it, I didn't even know anything about it. Like I didn't know how to run the faucet. Like literally.
Right.
I took it and went on a 12-day spree to Tampa, of all places.
Why Tampa?
Because weather, I thought it'll be nice,
pick a
clear
spot in
water.
Florida.
Yeah, Tampa, clear water. That was our final destination, and then we just drove down with the dog. We stopped in Charleston.
Oh, my favorite.
San Augustine,
Yep.
Orlando, and then Clearwater.
Yeah,
And it was
so
great. And New
beautiful.
Year's Eve, I was in the water. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's all it wants in the Northeast.
Oh, and I took it for skiing trips. It's not built for 4 seasons, but I'm using it for 4 seasons.
You're like, screw it.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna go.
What did you learn from that yourself, right? Because the point, you're like, screw this, 2 days, I'm on the road, I'm out, I'm doing this, I'm all in.
Yeah.
What did you learn from yourself on that? Because that takes a lot of guts to do that.
Yeah, and this is what I always tell to anybody who asks me the same question. Don't wait. Just do it.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you're not going to like it. You're going to say, you know what, it's not for me.
Yeah.
But just do it. I see a lot of people that watch my videos or go to the RV shows or follow other YouTubers and stuff,
Right.
but they're always I see in the comments a lot, they're always waiting for the perfect moment. There's no such thing. There's no perfect moment.
No,
it will never come because it was always going to be delayed by something that's
Right.
going to come up, whether if it's health issues, family issues, business,
Yep. Schedule, whatever it is.
don't wait.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It's funny, the Vinkaskis, they said the same thing, that
Really?
you shouldn't to live life. Why you don't need to wait till you retire, you don't need to wait till this.
No.
And your mom said something very similar, just
Yeah.
that why do you want to go and travel when you're in a wheelchair or when you're on a walker? Go do it when you can actually do it now, when you're completely capable and can enjoy those experiences.
Exactly.
So it's beautiful. And you started to create this.
She also says, spend all your money. Why are you saving it? Because when you die, somebody else is going to spend it.
I mean, exactly.
There you go.
It's your
all
money.
right. I was like, Mom, so no inheritance from me or something? You're just going to go on there? But
Well, we talked about this last night. As you were growing your channel, what has that experience been like? Because everyone thinks that it's you put a post up and you're going to become viral and be famous and, all of this stuff.
That's what I thought.
Right. But the experience is quite different, right? So it takes a lot of work and it is a business. But can you talk about your experience with that?
Yeah, when I started, I was just filming here, a video there.
Right.
No consistency, no schedule, no anything.
Right.
I thought I'm gonna put this video on. Oh, it's gonna have
Yep.
million views.
Right.
No, it didn't. It tanked.
Yeah.
Right.
But I started to watch YouTubers or coaches or there's a lot of information out there for social media and strategies and whatnot. And they were always saying the same thing over and over again. Consistency. I did not listen to them. I thought that I knew it better than them. And for 2 years or so, exactly. For 2 years or so, I'm like, no, my channel is fine. We're growing slow, but it'll hit someday, somehow. No, it didn't. I kid you not. From here, anybody that's listening, consistency is the key. And when I say, or when everybody says consistency, there's something to it. And I started the consistency thing in 2023 September with Hershey RV Show.
Okay.
Ever since, I've been consistent on every week a video and at least a short.
Okay.
And that dramatically changed my channel, and I can tell it was roughly 1,000% growth.
Wow, that's incredible.
Just because of that consistency.
And does that look like a specific day and time, or is it just once a week? What does that look like for you?
I try once a week. I try to go either Friday or Sunday.
Okay.
But because of my actual
schedule,
I fly. So it's very hard to consistently be on exact same date. So my viewers now know that I always release a video over the weekend. It's hit and miss. It could be either a Friday or a Sunday, but they know that something's gonna be there. So consistency.
And what drives your content strategy? Like, what do you, when you're thinking through what am I going to create, what is that inspiration for you?
Well, as my channel has progressed, so did my content and the format of my channel. I started with vlogging and day-to-day van life share and whatever, but that didn't really stick with me and my schedule.
Okay.
Because it was very difficult to film.
And then jump on a plane.
Exactly. And then come back. It was just very difficult. Right. And I started to, actually, my first viral video was from Hershey RV Show. I was there early in the morning. Nobody was even there yet. The gates were closed. They were still set up. And I found this, I'm not going to give names because I don't want to advertise, but I found this Class C RV that the guy, the representative of the company was inside. I walked in. I'm like, would you give me a tour? He's like, yeah, come on in. And that's exactly what happened. He gave me a tour. I went back to my camping ground, into my RV. I uploaded it. Didn't even edit it. It was as raw as can be. Mistakes. No edits. No nothing. Just the video. Pure video. Just to put something out there because I was in the show. Sure. I came back the same evening and I'm like, what is going on? It's just popped up. It for 2 years. It still is my best viewed.
No shit.
I'm not kidding.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so did you completely change how you were thinking about creating after
Exactly.
that point?
After that, I just started to do reviews.
Yeah.
Like tours of really cool rigs that I would like to have one for myself.
Sure.
Those are the rigs that I chase, like Nouveau. Like, you own one. Like, this is like the best thing out there right now, and it's the hottest thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have them for so long in my channel, and finally I got them in Tampa. RV show this year, and now here in PLV.
Yeah.
Right.
It's amazing to meet you all guys. Like, you are proud Nouveau owner.
Are very proud.
Yeah. So that's my format right now. So I do reviews and tours of rigs that I find them really, really cool, that stand for some unique innovation or craftsmanship or something like that.
I think that's it's very informative to the viewer. So they're loyal because they value your opinion on what you say, your recommendations, suggestions, because you're not just going to video any van. You're going to see what you can see your quality, right, and whatnot. And I think that's somewhat that's key to your success, right? You know what people want to see.
Bringing value.
And you're bringing that value to them, right?
Correct.
Because if someone's in the market to shop, and I've realized this at the show, people are going in there, but then they want to talk to us as the real owners because we don't work for this company, right? We don't work for Nouveau. So they'll tell us the real. Is the cassette really totally a pain in the ass, or does it rattle? Does everything rattle? I've had those questions today as well. I think what you're bringing is a lot of value to people, and people.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I think they are. I mean, for people to watch those reviews and whatnot, that's awesome.
So, how do you build your relationships with your viewers? What does that look like? And do you have a community and consistent?
And give me one of those shirts.
With joy, because I got your short like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I definitely got to get one of those shirts.
And this actually is suiting me so much because I can wear it in my layovers.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we'll tell you the story. You want to hear the story of the layover real quick? How this all...
Please do.
Okay, so we both travel airline. We talked about this last night. our other business travel a lot in airports and airplanes, and we're all over the world. We wanted a place for people to be raw and real, right? Unedited, tell us the real story. How does it all start? You just talked about your YouTube channel and how you said, screw it, I'm building a van, I'm going to this. So the layover comes about because when you're traveling and you have a layover, usually you'll sit somewhere and have a martini or a bourbon, and you tell a stranger all your problems, and then you leave, right? And you never see them again, right? So that's why it's called the Layover Podcast.
It's a little mini therapy session.
It's a mini therapy session.
Love it.
With no fees.
Love it.
On there.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Check.
But this is awesome. So, like, when you come to these type of events, you look forward to these events, right? This is where you're gonna go, and you're gonna go around and say, okay, I'm gonna create content. I'm gonna review couple events. Do you have a goal in your head? Like, I want to see 6 vans. And I want to review 7.
My minimum number is 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to stock the footage.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Because I always have to think at least 3 to 4 weeks ahead.
Okay.
I have to have enough footage, enough video to release so that I'm comfortable for a month. And I always think at least a month ahead.
Yeah.
So, and that's why my schedule between my actual flying schedule and chasing down the RV shows, rallies, festivals,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm fully booked.
Full book, yeah.
Like,
it's 2
it's
full-time
crazy.
jobs.
Yeah.
And so talk about it, because it really is a business. I mean, you have to treat creating content as a business. What does that look like for you? Do you switch your mind? You're like, now I'm in business mode to create content, and I have to hit these goals and these milestones.
Or let's get real. When you're flying, you're like thinking about
You're
the
like,
show.
fuck, I forgot to edit.
Yeah,
it.
totally. Like, totally. I do actually edit when I fly,
Yeah.
when it's downtime, and we
Sure.
have a little bit of time, so I
Now we know.
turn on my laptop and boom, boom, boom,
I'm going
boom,
to be
boom.
pressing that button next time. Ding! Are you editing? Come
But
hang
I
out.
serve.
No, I'm
I don't neglect my passengers
No, I'm just
ever.
teasing.
You know, that's only on my downtime. If I have any time,
For
I
sure.
do. I do definitely do editing and releases from the hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So, as I said, like I'm always like a month ahead.
Yeah.
I have to come up with a schedule, and building my relationship with my viewers. It's building a community, yes, but it's also very difficult because I'm not vlogging
Yeah.
per se. So they don't necessarily have that personal attachment
Right.
to me.
Yeah.
Right.
They
That's a
know
good
my
point.
face, yes, they see me, but my videos is like 10% me,
The rest
90% actual vehicle, the
Correct.
rig, the RV. So that is different than
Yeah.
many other YouTubers out there
Right,
that they
right.
have their face.
Right.
Like,
You're building that personal
yeah,
connection.
my
too.
face is minimal on my
Yeah.
videos. So that's why it's difficult to connect with them in
Yeah.
that relationship
Sure,
platform.
sure.
But no, they're still there because I know that from comments I see the same people
Yeah.
watching over other videos and commenting, whether if they like something, they don't like another thing. Or they ask me like, can you go ahead and review this because this is brand new, and
Wow.
I maybe even didn't hear about it. So my viewers actually tell me
That's
what to
incredible.
go
That's
and look
cool.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
very
cool.
nice.
So did you have challenges when you first started getting? We talked to the Van Cassis about this too. Were you uncomfortable getting in front of a camera?
No.
Because if you're not, you're
No.
like, no,
I had a feeling
I
I was
am
gonna
made
say-
for this.
Yeah.
No, if I can demonstrate to an aircraft 220 people at
Yeah.
one time and do this idiotic moves,
Yeah.
the safety
yeah.
demo,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not shy.
Then you were shy.
No,
Because he still has,
because that's the biggest camera.
yeah, it's
So
true.
you know what's wild? I am like the opposite. I can go speak to a room of 300 people, give a presentation, no problem. You give me a phone and say, "Hey, Pat, say this onto this script," and I just freeze. I just freeze.
Start
I like it. Just like
shaking,
it's like
sweating.
yeah. Like when we were funny story when we were doing a promo for this. At one point, I was like, Tracy, you know what? You just be the voice of the promo. I was like, I've done 7 outtakes, and I'm stumbling. I'm forgetting how to say the word "the," like
don't
just
know
like
my name
basic
anymore.
things. Yeah, I'm like, who am I? What is this podcast called? So it does take a for me,
Yeah.
right? It is extremely hard for me. Like I don't say I couldn't. I'm just not a vlogger, and I'm gonna fully say that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not like she can be the one who's vlogging and stuff, and I'll just be in the passenger seat, right, having a conversation.
Passenger princess.
Yes, exactly. So for me, it's very difficult. So I give a lot of credit to like even though your face is not on camera, it's still your voice.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so when you're doing reviews and you're doing walkthroughs of rigs, it's you talking.
It's
stuff,
not
Exactly.
right?
scripted.
And so it's it's unscripted. For me, I'd be like, this is a door.
What are some of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome throughout this process?
Well, I film alone.
Yeah.
I'm a one-man production company.
Yep.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, it's very difficult, like, because you want to film yourself and then show something. Is it in the frame? Is it not in the
Yeah.
frame?
Right.
Like, the fact that I'm traveling alone, filming alone, editing alone, everything is alone, like, that's already like a big challenge.
Yeah.
And I had to learn everything from zero, you know, like my earlier videos in my channel, they look like trash.
I mean,
you
we know that
from,
Do you ever go back and
I wish I did this again.
Yeah. Do you ever, so like, what happens when you do that? Are you just like, no, I look past it?
No, because that's me. That's the reality. That's my progression. Like, and I think that's honest,
Yeah.
way of seeing how I am who I am now, and I still have tons to learn
Yeah.
and to progress. I'm even better. Like, it's a constant learning curve for me. Like, everything is like, I learn from other YouTubers.
Yeah.
I watch
All
a
the
lot of
time.
other stuff. Like, and if I see something really like, then I try to copy that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely
The whole
not.
world does that.
Absolutely.
So I still learn. The challenges for me was my gear initially. The fact that I was doing everything by myself, the connections,
Yeah.
because you need connections.
You do.
You need
Yeah.
to be
You gotta
invited to
network.
things.
Yeah.
You need to be.
One thing I will say about that, because you talk about connection and community, and being at this show, again, we're new to the van life. I had an RV, but I didn't go to events like this. It was like I went to a campsite and got drunk. And that was my van camp.
That's a
and
cool
then,
thing.
And then in the morning I go hiking, and I regret why I drank so much. But I do sense a sense of community here, and I do think I've seen. We've all hung out last night, and there was different creators, content creators. I had some of them have thousands of followers. Some of them are not as big. But I feel like there's not competition between it. It's almost like
No.
common ground of like, hey, how can I help you? Let's help each other. A sense of community. Whereas, you come from corporate world, you know what that's like. For us, it's like everything's competition
Yeah,
when it
cutthroat.
comes
Yeah.
cutthroat, right? Like, don't give them all the secrets, right?
Yeah.
Well, realistically, it's like, no, you should help that person boost their followers and boost up too, because then it becomes. I mean, we're talking today. We're not going to share the idea, but him and I were talking. We'll talk off camera about the idea about maybe next year requesting something that could be done
Yeah.
to help content
Exactly.
creators
Yeah.
on there.
And-
Do you find that to be like what I said to be truthful when it comes to this community?
Absolutely. Like, I did not find myself in any other community than this, that every participant is so welcoming,
Yeah.
so helpful, and they really, honestly, they're there for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just amazing. And I don't know if it's because there's something about this, like, outdoor living, being in a van.
Peace.
You're so vulnerable
Yeah.
at the same time. You're so exposed.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know, anybody that you make friends along the way, it's something you needed, because you're so isolated,
Yeah.
That's what I felt when I was doing my van life. You go out, great places, you hang out, have time, great time, but at the end of the day, you're alone. If
Yeah.
you don't have a partner or anything like that who
Sure.
enjoys that with you, you're alone.
Absolutely.
So anybody that you meet, whether if it's in a boondock situation or if it's in a rally or a camping ground, it's there to keep and cherish.
Yeah.
And I think that's the real core of the whole community. Like, it's otherwise very
Isolating.
alone.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what is your dream? Is this going to be a full-time thing for you?
I wish.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to fly until I die.
Right.
I'm already
I mean,
overflying, so I get you.
I want to be able to sit in that seat and actually
Yeah.
be served by my peers.
Right.
Fair enough.
And definitely I want to grow my channel enough to bring me a great income so I can
Yeah.
actually enjoy van life full-time,
Full-time.
not to have to fly, and combine the two together. And that's my ultimate goal.
That's
and I'm working
amazing.
hard for it. So
It's going to happen. It's going to
slowly,
happen.
I'm not in a hurry.
So, would you ever? Because you're a funny guy, I will tell you that. Last night we were laughing. I will tell you this. Do you ever sometimes have you ever thought of, I guess, changing the concept of your? Because right now I've looked with reviews and whatnot. But just in a short time that we've met you, I mean, we've been laughing the entire time. And I think that when I see sometimes van lifers document, they're kind of extreme on a little bit of everything, right? You got one person that they're going to show you their entire van journey. They're going to cry in a van, they're alone. They're going to laugh when they're alone. Then you got other ones that they're really focusing on the hiking side of it, the outdoorsy side. Like our van brought us to this point, but the whole episode's about us hiking this trail and whatnot. And then you got, everyone has their own niche, right, of how they produce it. You have a great personality. Have you ever thought of changing the mindset of like, hey, if you do go full time, I think you bring a lot of humor to what you do.
Wow.
You're pretty funny, dude.
And so like I almost like
Hey,
when I was
Ashley.
so like that type of stuff is like the other side of van life, right? Because like I'm not gonna lie, when I came here, I told Tracy, I was like, hey, listen, like I'm all for people who are vegans and vegetarians and stuff. I was like, but I'm gonna eat a burger. I'm not eating hummus, or I'll put hummus on my burger.
He thought it was going to be too hippie.
And,
no.
Yeah, and so for me, I'm like, I think the perception for the people outside of the van life is that perception that they're just living on the road and whatnot. And I started to quickly realize that that's not the case. There's a lot of success.
There's that too.
Yeah, there's that too. But there's a lot of really successful people. I just met a guy just that came look at our van, and he was in Middle East doing technology inserts.
Will you ever evolve your content, you think, or will you always stick with the
Yes,
RV?
I'm constantly looking for alternatives because, like, as I said, it started as vlogging. Now it turned into reviews. But in the interim, I did like travels, like just like you said, like the van brought me here. But look, I'm in Cape May, or I'm in Frankfurt, or I'm doing RV life right now in Europe. So I've done a little bit of everything. But for me, after that viral thing, I said maybe this is
It's your niche.
my niche.
Yeah,
So
totally.
let's stick with it and see how it goes.
Totally.
But still, at the same time, have all kinds of ideas in the back of my head, like maybe start another channel.
Right.
Because I'm afraid that if I do some trials with this format
might
being
impact.
successful, might tank my views.
Sure.
So I don't know.
It's so crazy how that works.
Yeah,
Like,
It is very
algorithms.
punishing.
Yeah.
yes.
If you go outside and try something and it doesn't succeed, the whole thing just tanks.
Well, that's what you were
wild.
saying last night about your viewers. If you're not consistent, you see them.
Oh yeah, punishing me
Punishing.
like right there. Like I'm like, dude, I just missed a week.
Yeah.
Just
They're
a
like,
week.
unsubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe, or just next time comments are like, blah, 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 blah.
my
I'm like,
gosh.
oh my god, please give
Well,
me.
how do you tune out the comments? Do you
No,
ever like, there's good, there's bad? What is your process?
I have filters for profanity.
Okay.
That's something I do not tolerate. But I let the negatives, everything. Like I don't care, because negatives for me actually is something good.
Yeah.
Because that means he's watched my show.
Sure.
Like
It's a feedback,
enough to give you a negative feedback.
Right.
But hey, I don't care about your feedback. I care about your views,
yeah.
and you watched it. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Monetization is about the view time, not about your comment being negative or positive.
So
I
it
don't
never
care.
impacts you.
No.
That's amazing.
No.
It's a hard place for a lot of people to get into, especially when they're starting out and they're starting to see the negative trolling and all of the negativity. Sometimes people take that to heart. So it's good that you've like blocked that down. You're like,
Yeah.
nope, not going to impact me whatsoever.
No.
I
And I
Cat
kind of
cries
find
at night, so
I kind of
we-
respond to them in a witty way,
Yeah.
but very polite. But it's got that witty like
Yeah.
stick it to
Yeah,
kind of
little.
answer,
Yeah.
and they immediately shut up. They never continue
Wow.
to, engage.
No more sass, please.
Nope. I give them the sass.
It's like I recently had someone say to me, in person, at least I give them credit, well, you're not really living a van life because you're not doing X, Y, and Z. And it was about like just literally living in my van, and my van is too fancy and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, man, but I just hate to tell you, but like I'm not broke. Like I work for my money, and I want something.
You want
rugged
bougie.
and I like watching TV. I like being on my computer. I don't want to have to go to McDonald's to get Wi-Fi. Like that, I don't need to do that. I can just do. Do you think I see that on both sides? Is it just isolated things where it's one extreme or another, or do you find people to be common in the middle when it comes to van
I
life?
think like there's both sides of the scope. There's the extreme van lifers that like they would refuse everything.
Yeah.
They live in the boondocks. They go and like off the grid. They would just buy their groceries once a week and go in the mountains and I don't know, chop wood and dig a hole and
right.
dump in it. I'm like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what the life you want.
Until I started RV life, I hated camping.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
I hated camping.
No
You
way.
would not ever be able to get me out on a camping trip, even if you paid me $1 million for it.
Wow.
Wow.
RV life changed that for me.
That's incredible.
Now I love it.
Yeah.
But just like you said, like I love my luxuries. Like I'm 52 years old. I'm not gonna dig a hole in the ground and like business in the rain because I'm a van lifer. I'm like, no.
We got some lines you're not going to cross.
I want my luxuries and I want them there, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
There's something for everybody. Something for everybody. What is one thing that you wish your viewers knew about you that they don't?
That I'm funny, because I actually really appreciate that comment that you just made. Because I am really funny.
very
Like
funny.
my friends always tell me that like I bring
You bring a light
laughter
and joy.
into the room,
Yeah.
and I don't get to show it to my viewers at all, because as I said, like my face is only 10-15% of the video, and it's very serious. Like, hi, this is Isaac from Where Are We Going? And we will be touring this like da 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 da, and that's it. And you hear my voice. Yeah, maybe like I should change my format to bring in some jokes and humors. You know what?
Good feedback.
Yeah, no, I mean, last night you had me laughing.
Yeah.
Just like you're just telling the stories and
I truly appreciate
and your journey.
that.
I mean, you gotta laugh and smile, man. Like,
It's true. Life's too short. What's a piece of advice you would give to someone who's starting out in content creation?
Other than consistency.
Other than consistency.
Don't worry. Okay, here's the thing. I worried about it, and it's really not matters.
Yeah.
Like buy the expensive gear, the cameras, the lighting, the microphones.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Our phones,
They work.
they're amazing cameras. Like whether if it's a Samsung or Android or it's an iPhone, it's capable of starting great content creation.
Yeah.
Like just go out there, just be have the courage, don't be shy, and share whatever you're passionate about. If you're good in like, I don't know, role playing, share that with the world.
Yeah.
If you're good with cooking, share that with the world. If you're good with, I don't know, poems, whatever it is, if you're passionate about it, share it.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Don't let it be hidden, share it with the world.
And you have to start somewhere. So
Yeah.
start with what you have and then just keep going.
Start
right?
small, grow.
And so you don't have to name the person, but like, did you see a rig here that you're like, man, I wish I was in that rig?
I'm sitting in it.
Aw, well, thank you.
I'm sitting in it. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yes, I am.
What about anything that was custom built? Have you seen anything custom built that stood
I
out to
did.
you?
I actually saw 2 today. They're phenomenal. One of them was a amazing looking punk rock chick.
Oh, cool.
And she had this little tiny Chevy, I don't know, like Transit or something, but it's tiny.
Yeah.
But the way she built it, and the creativity, the flexibility, the mobility, and the home, it's
the
like
hominess,
so
yeah.
hominess of it. It was phenomenal. I stopped and I said, "Can I film it?" She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because it's beautiful and the world must see it."
Oh.
So she gave me a full tour.
That's awesome. That is
She
awesome.
rocked it, and it was like amazing. Yeah, there's great rigs out there.
I love the personality that you see inside people's vans that
Oh,
are like
yeah.
building it out custom. It shows their personality so well. And that's the one thing that, I love or knew of it. But there's not a lot of wall space, so there's not a lot of areas you can decorate as much as like someone who has complete back walls where you can hang pictures and stuff. So we have to find a way to make it, more homey.
Hey, that's all you. My thing is, if I hit the start button and the thing starts,
then you're
That's
good.
it.
I'm good. We're
But
thumbs
you'll
up.
make it your own.
Yeah,
You
for
bring
sure.
your own character into it,
sure,
and that's
for
what
sure.
makes it home on wheels.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Well, it's time for your
Yeah,
Fire-
rapid fire questions.
dun dun dun. I wish
Yeah.
we had a theme song for it.
We should.
Dun, dun, dun,
I think
dun,
somebody
dun.
once did it for us. It was like Pat's top 5 or whatever it was.
Oh,
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
gentle.
So, all right. Favorite place to go with your RV?
Cape May,
Cape May.
Where is Kate May?
That's
New Jersey.
South
Okay.
Jersey.
the very soft
Very
Yeah.
tip of
I used to take the ferry from there to Ocean City.
Correct.
You could do it.
It's not about you today.
I'm just
Rita.
saying.
So Cape May.
Cape May, least favorite. Don't say JFK Airport parking lot.
You know what? Thank you. Yes, JFK parking lot. Yes.
That's awesome. Favorite pastime thing to do outside of all of this? Outside of RVing, outside of this, like, what do you like to do on your own? Like
Playing games.
playing games?
Video games.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Love it.
Gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Okay. P.S.
All of them.
All of them. Doesn't matter.
I have it all.
Okay. Most desired location to go to here in the U.S. with your van that you have not gone to yet?
Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. Okay.
The whole Arizona, like that area is just ultimate goal.
Would you prefer to travel with someone or go solo?
Oh yeah. No, with someone.
With someone.
And my dog.
And your dog.
In
Got
the
it.
winter.
Got it.
What type of dog?
In the winter.
It's a Shih Tzu. 12 years old.
That's
love
his, yeah.
him to death.
I have 2 Shih Tzus.
Oh,
one's
wow.
one's 13 and one is 11.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're so sassy.
Name of the dog.
Pretzel.
Oh my god.
Mine's Milo. What is something that you're looking forward to this year with your channel? Like, what is a goal that you have for you and your channel?
At least 10,000K subscribers within the next 2 months.
Okay.
Before the summer comes.
Love it.
Okay.
And then grow from there.
Okay.
And I want to start a new show.
Okay.
And I don't know whether if I want to keep it within my channel
Yep.
or open a new channel
Yep.
for it.
Okay.
My channel is Where Are We Going? My show is going to be What Are We Cooking?
Oh,
So it's a
you like
cooking
to
show.
cook.
I love to cook. I'm a good
Okay.
cook. So I want to do a 10-episode series for the easiest but the most delicious recipes that you can cook in a van.
I love it.
I love it.
We will subscribe
If you
immediately.
need a judge,
Yeah.
I will go. I'm a good eater. So
That's about my format.
yes, and I whatever it is, I will sit there and say
Taste tester.
taste test.
Yes, no,
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. That's awesome.
I'd love
That's
that.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's.
What do you think about the name?
I love it. I
love
love
it.
it. It keeps
What
your brand
are we
consistent.
cooking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps your brand consistent. Sold.
Yes.
You heard it here first,
You heard
guys.
it first.
You heard it
Exclusive.
exclusive. drop.
Exclusive.
Well, thank you so much
No,
for your
thank you.
time. It has been so amazing to get to know you, and
It's fun.
yeah,
It's been fun.
and he's nonstop laughing, so this is
Yeah,
good because
yeah.
or else his face, he has like resting bitch face, and then
Wow.
it's better than
It's very true. Very true. Everyone's like, is he sleeping? She's like, he's mad.
that's just his face.
And this is the beautiful thing about this community. I met you like yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I met
Yes.
you like years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
I
And we're
know.
just
I
coming
appreciate
back
that.
together,
I
you know?
Totally.
appreciate that.
It's
yeah,
amazing.
we'll definitely
same.
have to like connect, and I think that what I'm taking away from this is that there's a lot of stuff that we have in common with everyone I've been meeting, right? But we all live separate, different lives, right?
Yeah.
You know, but I definitely want to find a way that we can all connect and create some type of caravan to go to an
Yes,
event.
Sign me
or
up,
so
yes.
much fun.
Right?
Yeah.
How cool! Like, you know, we had the previous guests that were on. You know, they live in Arizona. They want to try to plan a trip to Cabo with a
Oh my
caravan
God,
of people,
yes.
and how
Yeah.
cool it would be to go from the East Coast. You know, take a couple of days to get to the area.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Then
Yeah.
go there. So
Friends for life, dude. You're
Yeah.
stuck with us.
Oh my God, yes.
absolutely.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much. Where
you.
can people find you?
Where Are We Going on YouTube? Where Are We Going on Instagram? And Where Are We Going on TikTok? But my main platform is YouTube. So
YouTube. So stick to YouTube.
So we'll
put
make
it
sure
in
we
the show
put
notes.
everything in the show
Yep,
notes
for
and
sure.
everything and
Thank
get all
you.
your bios.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much.
Isaac.
It's been a joy.
And listen, I won't be that asshole on the flight. So we'll end it there.
And I won't be on an American flight.
Yeah.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm a Delta brat. I born and raised in Atlanta.
We're not bad.
I know. I'm just teasing.
We're not bad.
All
Thank
right,
you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Isaac.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog.